Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain and I am using them under the Fair Use Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Hi guys, this is going to be one of my longer videos and we're going to be looking at Charles now saying he wants to slim down the monarchy, Harry not wanting to go back for his mother's statue unveiling, and financially what's happening with these two. Here we go. It could be that the reason Harry left so abruptly from the UK and was in a rush to get home, well, we know he had that power lunch where he's trying to ink some deals, but it could be that he was told that he is going to be completely ditched as soon as his father becomes king. Charles has had long-standing plans to cut the monarchy down, and he's gonna, slim the monarchy and cut the costs. You know, what I don't get is their fans, Harry and his wife's fans, are going to be screaming, they've been cut off and they took their titles and they did all these things to them. These two they keep forgetting the fact that these two wanted out. They wanted financial independence and they wanted out. And basically, they're just going to be giving them what they've wanted all along. The deep down question is that really what they wanted all along? Now, the reason I'm saying that is because the truth is, without the royal connections, these two are really nothing. Nobody would have signed multi-million-dollar deals with Harry, just Harry and his wife. They need them to be part of the royal family. And I honestly believe in that private meeting that Harry had with his father and his brother, he was notified that they're going to be slimming down the monarchy and he's going to be out. And that's why he ran home for that power meeting. Which is now why they're in the middle of this massive PR push, because they need to stay relevant. They need to get themselves out there, and they're being marginalized on the side. First, you had Louis's birthday, which they tried to take over. Then they had William and Kate's wedding anniversary. Now Prince Philip's 100th birthday is coming, even though he's passed away. And it's just, the two of them aren't getting the press that they'd hoped for. All the anger and fury from that Oprah Pack of Lies show that was put on is fading away, which eventually we all knew it would happen. And the royal family is moving on to business as usual. And these two are being left in the dust and they realize it. People are noticing that she suddenly was papped with her child, something that she took great pains not to do. And she also, the news came out that she contacted Zara and Mike Tyndall to congratulate them. That's a detail no other royal would have released. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Her camp released the details about the wreath to the funeral. And they just keep releasing stuff while they're screaming about the palace releasing stuff. And now it's being reported that Harry may not return for the unveiling of his mother's statue because he was shocked over the reception he got during the funeral, that a lot of the family members were very cold and aloof and didn't want to talk to him. Gee, you think? I mean, could he be that stupid? I gotta be honest, you guys, and tell you that I seriously think he thought that as soon as he showed up, they'd be just so happy to see him that they wouldn't even be upset over what he did. I mean, I think he really is that deluded and brainwashed from his wife. I mean, seriously, guys, she couldn't even leave him alone for the funeral. She was FaceTiming him multiple times a day because this is how she was keeping her control over him. I guarantee you the conversations were like, they don't love you, Harry. I love you, Harry. I'm your family, Harry. Look at the way they're treating you, Harry. I was right, Harry. 6 months ago, I did a video called How She Controls Him, which you really should go back and look at that. And then I did a follow-up titled Follow-Up to How Meghan Controls Harry. She controls him through touch and looks and things like that. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. You know, people didn't look too closely at videos like this where she touches his arm to get him to sit down. You don't really pay that much attention to it. And then you see videos like this one, which was put up on Twitter, and it was done by Suspicious Spam on YouTube. So watch this.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, it changed the risk level because it wasn't just
the people that we've been supporting.
But also, growing up as a woman of color, as a little girl of color, I know how important representation is.
But the way that it should have been
with
done.
With as much respect.
Respect.
Oh my God, we just did everything we could to protect them.
Yeah, but also the Netflix and the
but even down to like the national anthem. No one thought to say, "Oh, you're American. You're not going to know that." That's me late at
Now, some of that was spliced together, but the 99% of it was not. And you notice that in order for him to talk, he had to touch her hand to get her to shut up. So anyway, I think he's going to use the fact that his wife is about to give birth, which is what we heard why she didn't go to the funeral. She's about to give birth, and that's a good excuse not to show up. Now, here's what I'm also thinking. If he did show up, he would be booed. Now, the royal family could control that by simply having it done privately and only inviting a couple of photographers and not allowing the general public in. But if they did that, I just don't think it would go well. You know, when I look at pictures of Harry like this one where he's unkempt, like he couldn't even get a haircut before he came over, he's like neglecting himself. That's like another sign of being controlled by a narcissist. He's not looking after himself. At least that's what I see when I look at it. Well, let's be honest, he probably went to that power lunch because even though these two have millions upon millions, it's not enough for them to live from. Upon learning how that works, that they essentially get to keep 95% of the funds for, expenses, I'm doing the air quoting again, expenses, people are not donating money the way that these two thought that they would. And that's why when they make announcements about how they're donating to something through their non-for-profit, they never tell you how much they're donating because it's probably a really small amount. And then they signed on with the Harry Walker Agency where they were going to get $1 million for every speech, except they haven't been hired one time since they signed on over a year ago. The only company stupid enough to use them was JP Morgan, and that was pre-COVID. The Spotify deal isn't going well because you get paid by producing things, and in 7 months they produced one podcast that came in behind whale sounds. And after signing on with Netflix for almost a year and a half and having the same deal where you get paid for producing, the only thing they've been able to come up with is to make money off the Invictus Games, which is supposed to be money for the charity, not money to line Harry's pockets. So they're realizing that if they are ditched by the royal family when Charles becomes king, they're out. There will be no money. There will be absolutely nothing for them. They're going to be set adrift. And since none of their other plans have come to fruition, it's just not looking well. That's why they're so upset. All right, guys, it's Fin update time. And as you can see from the above picture, he's about tripled in size since we got him. We're wondering how much bigger he's going to get. I have a feeling not much. Now, I know I sound in some of my videos like I don't know what the hell is going on, and I don't. I've never had a puppy before. Every other dog rescue that we've gotten has been an adult who was already housebroken and trained, so I'm new to this arena. I admit it. Here's a video just to show you how his potty training is going. Watching. Go potty. Go potty. Good boy. Good boy, Finn. Finn went potty. Yay. What a good boy. Now, you guys should know that at the same time that we're doing this happens every time I take him out. He goes potty. We're all good. But what's concerning me at this point is I feel like he's old enough that he should be giving me some sort of signal that he has to go out. And the other day, he walked right up to me at the desk, looked right up at me, and peed all over my carpet. He didn't bark, he didn't whine, he didn't do anything to signal to me. He just went. He's still young. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. So what do you guys think about Charles wanting to slim down the monarchy and Harry and his wife literally being set adrift and away from the entire family and losing their royal connection? What do you think about Harry not wanting to go back for the Diana statue unveiling because he doesn't like the way his family's treating him after he smeared them so horribly? And what do you guys think is going on with all of their money? I'm starting to think that even with all of their millions, they may be starting to run low. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to email me. You can follow me on Twitter. Don't forget about that coffee fund. And as always, have a great day.